Man, Izzy Genie, aka Yapalot World here. Back at it again with another video, man. Back at it again with another video type shit. And in this video, I hate to be sad, but I'm here to break it to y'all. Some very sad news. Now, this news is very tragic, very sad, and it might even make you shed a tear. Like, I don't think the earth is gonna rotate the same, and no one's gonna save us from the situation. Not even Kai Cenat can save us from the situation, alright? And I'm here to tell y'all that FouseyTube is retiring from the internet. Yup, FouseyTube is retiring for good. Now, in the past, he's announced that he's been gone from the internet and he's gonna take a break, and he always manages to come back. But this time, I think he's done for good. Like, he's cooked for good. You feel what I'm saying? Now we all know who FouseyTube is, man. The kick streamer who was just wildin', like last year, or I think this year also. He was collabing with Neon. He called the cops on himself. He like fucked some girl in some airport bathroom. Like, we all know who FouseyTube is. But those of you who got elite ball knowledge know him from back then when he used to do pranks, and he was one of the biggest YouTubers out there. If you got elite ball knowledge, you know that video where he did like the Mortal Kombat prank in the elevator. And he was actually a wholesome and a really good person and a really great YouTuber until he started crashing out and just going crazy. Like, this nigga really just went crazy. And he went from being a wholesome YouTuber, a wholesome prank YouTuber, to being some crazy psychopath. Then he took a break from YouTube. And then he came back in like 2023, 2022-ish to kick. And then he took a break again. Then he came back in an Aiden Raw stream. And now he's apparently retiring for good. You feel what I'm saying? He's retiring for good now. Now, for those of you who don't know who he is, which you probably do know who he is, at least heard of him, we'll do a brief summary on who he is, you feel what I'm saying? Now, Yusuf Saleh Irakat, hopefully I said that right, born January 22nd, 1990, also known as FouseyTube or Fousey, is an American YouTuber and online streamer who produces prank videos, parodies, vlogs, comedy sketches, and interviews. He also has two other channels, Fousey and Dose of Fousey. Now, he kickstarted his social media career in 2011, where he had multiple YouTube channels in the past, namely ones relating to fitness. His past channels including him following a workout routine, P90X, and giving a review and before and after of his journey. In 2012, Irakat was listed third on a list of 40 inspiring Muslims under 40 by some Muslima magazine. It was not until he began making comedy skits about his Middle Eastern upbringing that his popularity grew. He later began creating prank videos and further grew his audience. These videos have been criticized both for being dangerous and others staged. Nonetheless, he's often considered one of the original YouTube pranksters. So yeah, he's one of the OG YouTube pranksters, and back in like 2011 to 2013, he was on top of the world. Like, I think his channel had like 10 million subs. Like, that nigga was really on top of the world. And he started off by doing like Muslim skits and Muslim comedy skits, but then he later branched out into pranks, and that's what really blew him the fuck up. So yeah, as he was on top of the world, he started to crash out a little bit. Like, he had this one event that he hosted where he said Drake was gonna be at, but instead he was standing on top of like a building or some shit like that, and he was telling the crowd about his mental health and depression, and he was talking about that what you put into my head made me want to kill myself.
Earth, I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to kill myself.
And yeah, he really just crashed out and he disappeared from the internet completely until he made his grand return and spawned back in 2021 with like some boxing channel, and like he started a boxing career. But yeah, I don't really know much about that shit. He came back with boxing. Like, what is Fousey even about? But then it wasn't until 2023 when he came back to the internet and started streaming. Yep, he started streaming on Twitch, and of course, this nigga was hit with a lot of backlash and controversy. On August 6, 2023, while Twitch streaming at an airport, he encountered an intoxicated woman who had been a victim of sex trafficking. After flirting and kissing, he and the woman disappeared for around 20 minutes. After bragging that they had sex, however, Irakat, aka Fousey, received criticism. He then claimed the event was a prank before starting to cry because he felt guilty. He abruptly terminated the stream soon after, and after a wave of backlash, he proceeded to take a hiatus from Twitch, citing mental health issues. The day after the incident, he was banned for hateful conduct towards the LGBTQ community. Shortly after his Twitch ban, Fousey announced that he would be streaming on Kick. Now, on August 23rd, 2023, Fousey was arrested on live stream by police in Miami, Florida, after calling 911 on himself following a dispute with another streamer. Like, this nigga just cannot catch a break, bro. This nigga really called 911 on himself. Like, after he got cooked from Twitch, he came back to Kick and immediately started, you feel what I'm saying, is fucking himself over. And there were countless other times where he crashed out. So many other times. Like, I didn't even name half of the times he crashed out. Like that one time he slapped Jack Doherty at his own crib.
We're going back, dog.
Now we can't box. There's a whole...
Which honestly was probably fake, but just another bad look for Fousey. But anyways, he announced his quote-unquote retirement on Instagram about like a couple days ago. And it was a picture of him with a gray filter on, with grills in his mouth and a chain on. And he had Hope by X playing on some corny shit. Mind you, this is a grown-ass man. And he typed out a whole essay. So it says, "This is my official goodbye. Over time, the circle got smaller until it became a decimal and now non-existent. And you know what? I realize you can't trust anyone. People will backstab, betray, and do anything for $1 or their own gain. It's like we're living in a world where everyone forgot there's a God in charge of everything who we have to testify to. No morals, no loyalty, no sense of community, just selfishness, greed, and egos running wild. I'm disgusted. I'm heartbroken by how far humanity has fallen. This isn't me playing victim. It's me saying enough. I don't trust you, I don't need you, and I won't rely on anyone anymore. You'll never see me again. Free Palestine." So, yeah, he's saying that no one will ever see him again, and that he's officially done. Which, he said this multiple times in the past. Like, niggas in the comments don't even believe him. They're talking about some, "See you tomorrow," world record holder for the longest retirement. And niggas are just clowning him. Someone said 65-year-old, by the way. New year, new me coming soon. See you tomorrow. There's so many "see you tomorrow" comments. Someone even said, "Aight, big dog. See you in a few hours." You know, this nigga's always retiring and coming back. So I don't really know if it's true. Who knows, man? Who knows? But anyways, let me know what you think. Do you think Fousey's actually retiring? Are you sad about that? Do you think he'll come back in like the next minute? Do you not give a fuck? As always, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you haven't already. And stay tuned for more uploads. Yeah.